What's up guys, this is Atrix here. Today might be the saddest day in the history of emulation community because Skyline Emulator is no longer with us. The project Skyline has ended. Now there will be no new mainline builds, no Skyline Edge build, no changes, no bug fixes whatsoever because the developers of Skyline have decided to stop development. As recently Nintendo DMCA'd Lockpick RCM, which is a tool used to dump your own keys from your Nintendo Switch legally. Due to this fact, the developers have decided to stop the development because they don't want to get pulled into any legal consequences against Nintendo. For example, Nintendo is very well known for issuing lawsuits, cease and desist against other developers. As we saw with many fan projects, the developers just didn't want to take the risk, and I really respect them for that because most of the time, just think about it, they are making good amount of money with the help of Skyline as subscriptions, and people just think about the money and don't take the step necessary to make a change, which Skyline Emulator developers have taken. This is the main announcement made by developer of Skyline Emulator on their Discord server. It is with great sadness that we bring you this news. Recently, Nintendo has issued a DMCA takedown notice against Lockpick RCM, which will likely come into effect on Monday. Lockpick is a core part of legally dumping keys from the Switch. They claim that it circumvents their copyright protections. We find ourselves in a position where we are potentially violating their copyright by continuing the development of Skyline by dumping keys from our own switches. After much internal discussion, we have made the difficult decision to immediately cease all further development on Skyline. Which is a very heartbreaking news. When I heard about it, I literally was shocked. Skyline devs were working on Textman, which was supposed to fix lot of games. We can't expect any of that to release. Let's talk about few facts posted by the developers. Can you not use an alternative to Lockpick to get around this? No, you cannot, because if Lockpick is violating Nintendo's copyright, then other alternative methods will too. Does this affect other projects like Yuzu, Ryujinx, etc.? It depends on them. So one of the developers of Ryujinx has already stated that they will be continuing the development of their emulator. Even the DMCA against Lockpick may be false. We don't really know until Monday. What are we going to work on next? Me and Bylaws are going to work on another project on Android. Now the developer has already revealed what that project is going to be. It is going to be a way to run Windows games on Android devices. More on this in my next video. If I definitely get more news about this, then I'll make a dedicated video on it. But it will probably be a Windows emulator for Android, which is a really amazing news. But the Skyline developers have released one last update before saying goodbye to everyone. That is the legendary Skyline Edge version 69, which I'll be covering in my next video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll be talking about its changes, and we'll be paying our respect and tribute to the last version of Skyline Emulator. Well, this was a really heartbreaking news. Now, few emulators like EggNS, they are in the clear. They don't really care about violating other copyrights, like they even stole Yuzu emulator's code. They don't care literally. So EggNS emulator will probably be here for Android devices. Nintendo Switch emulation on Android is not completely over, but the best Nintendo Switch emulator for Android is over, which is very unfortunate because EggNS will make lot of profit from it, as people who will want to emulate games on Android will have to pay for their services, whereas Skyline was completely open source. Nintendo Switch emulation might very well become illegal, so we'll just have to wait for the outcome and see what happens in the future. What actions will the main emulators like Yuzu and Ryujinx take, and much more. So that's going to be it for today's video. Be sure to comment down below. Rest in peace, Skyline. See you guys next time. Peace out.